A former banker with the now defunct Uganda Commercial Bank, Regina Mukiibi ventured into the funeral service business in the most humble of ways with just her retirement package. And 14 years later, she is now the director of the Uganda Funeral Services, the first ever in the country. But before that, alongside her late brother, they set up a travel bureau and moved to different countries where they deeply studied the funeral service concept.
We were paying only 25%. And they would top up the 75%. Then it gave us an exposure. We traveled widely and we identified this service, which we found out there was a gap, there was a vacuum in Uganda.
By then, funeral management was a completely new concept, and convincing ordinary Ugandans used to a funeral being the business of the bereaved family that this could be otherwise was an uphill task for Regina. In fact, many imagined she was crazy to begin such a business, especially since she had to handle many corpses, something considered a taboo in the African tradition.
We had to demonstrate and also sensitize people. We told them it was necessary, there was need to hygienically handle human remains.
Despite this resistance from society, she soldiered on. Sadly, just 1 year down the road, her brother and co-founder passed on.
I either had to sink or swim. I couldn't go back to the bank because I had to put in my retirement. And I was given my package. So I first closed because he died a year. And that is the biggest challenge I've ever had in life.
This could have been a setback, but her confidence and faith that she could do it alone, coupled with professionalism and her admiration and several awards. Indeed, getting Regina to share her story was not easy because of her busy schedule in planning several funerals. At her Bukoto offices that now doubles as a mini store, the hands-on lady is up and about supervising pallbearers who are about to drive to Entebbe International Airport to receive a body. From a business that started out in a humble way, Regina is now the sole distributor of American-made caskets throughout East Africa and a member of several international funeral organizations. With a fleet of over 18 horses, Regina also owns a fully fledged funeral home with all services offered. Many other entrepreneurs have since gone into the funeral business.
Competition is very, very healthy. And the reason why I appreciate it is that people have started realizing that there is need for giving our dear ones a decent send-off.
But what does it take to start this business and maintain the standards in such a vibrant and competitive sector?
If you are to manage it professionally, hygienically, it is very expensive. Number one, getting the training is damn expensive because there is no any funeral science training institute in Uganda. And you know how much it costs? $33,000 per semester.
This is Regina's advice to fellow women.
You identify a gap somewhere and translate it into an opportunity.
The mother of 15 is not forthcoming on her future plans, even after I press her, for reasons she is unwilling to give. Many other funeral services have since come up after Regina's, but she will be remembered for daring to venture into something many would not. I'm Isabel Nakiria for NTV.